Professor's spaceship was completely devoured by the nanobots he had created. The tiny machines crawled onto Fry and the others, even eating their clothes clean off. Panicked, the group fled into a mountain cave and sealed the entrance with large rocks. Bender turned on his headlight, and everyone tried to calm down by sharing some pizza, only to discover the pizza had already been eaten too. The professor took out a few nutrient capsules, but explained they needed water to swallow them. When they finally emerged from the cave, the sight before them left everyone speechless. An entire forest had sprung up overnight, except every tree was made of metal. The professor examined one of the trunks and gasped. The nanobots' evolution rate was beyond belief. At lunchtime, Leela took out a steak while Fry went to play by the lake, but out of nowhere, a mechanical plesiosaur shot out of the water and clamped its jaws around him. It took the combined effort of everyone to force the beast to spit Fry out. He barely had time to catch his breath before a robotic T-Rex scooped him up in its claws. Then, just as quickly, a metallic Triceratops rammed the T-Rex and knocked Fry loose. But before he could celebrate, a robotic pterodactyl swooped down and carried him off, planning to feed him to its hatchlings. Right then, a massive solar flare erupted. Fry's hair puffed up like an afro, and the electromagnetic pulse fried every robotic dinosaur on the spot. Bender hid in a cave, trembling but relieved to still be alive. The professor, ever resourceful, used the dinosaur scraps to build a brand new spaceship. That night, everyone slept inside the cave, but while they slept, Leela and Amy were suddenly taken away. The next morning, Fry woke up to find the area outside filled with mechanical flowers and robotic birds, and caught a glimpse of Leela and Amy being carried off in the distance, determined to save them. The professor built a giant slingshot over the next 12 hours. Once finished, the team decided to rest until dawn, before launching their rescue mission. But when they finally rushed out the next morning, Leela and Amy were standing right there completely unharmed. Suddenly, a robot stepped out of the bushes. Bender hurried over to greet it, fascinated. In just a few days, the professor's nanobots had built an entire civilization of their own. During a public address, the professor proudly proclaimed himself their creator and ancestor, which shocked everyone present. However, the robot police saw his claim as blasphemy and immediately arrested him. When the group regained consciousness, they realized both the robots and the world around them had evolved yet again. In the end, the robots decided the professor and his crew were no longer of any use, so they were sent back to Earth, aboard a spaceship made entirely from dinosaur parts.